Guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be a romance reading vlog. I'm going to be reading one dark romance, one romantic suspense, and one romantasy. So we have a whole bunch of different subgenres of romance to get to, and I'm very excited. So first up, we are going to start off with one that has been on many monthly TBRs of mine, and I never get to it, but I am excited for it. And you have any guesses? Well, if you guessed Quicksilver by Kelly Hart, you would be correct. This one has been on like every monthly TBR, it feels like, since I got it. But this is a romantasy, and it is book one in a series. And yes, this is reflective because this is the indie edition. I don't know anything about this. I think it has fae and maybe vampires, but I know everyone loves this book, so I am so excited to get into it, and let's just dive right in. I started Quicksilver. I'm on chapter 5, which is page 55. So far, I'm enjoying it. What has happened is our main character, Saris, I think is how you say her name, she stole a gauntlet that belonged to the queen, and this guard was after her, but she managed to get away. But then her brother did something stupid, and so they showed up, and he claimed he took the gauntlet, and they were going to kill him. But she's like, no, it was me. And he's like, no, it was me. And it's like, she's like, kept telling him, just stop. Like, you know, and she's like, it was me. Stop being stupid and stop saying it was you, because it wasn't him. It was her. But anyways, they eventually decided to take her. Instead, they took her to the palace where she met the queen, and they, I think they're going to like lock her up in the dungeons, but like that's like you don't survive very long down there. It's that horrible. And so that happened, but then the queen's like, where did you learn to fight? Because our main character, ended up killing 2 of the guards. And the queen's like, where'd you learn to fight? Who taught you? And she says she taught herself, but the queen does not believe her. And so she's like, if you don't tell me, I'm going to send people after all of your family and friends. And so that is what's happened so far. There's also been some mention of like fae, and like how the fae want to take over is what the queen is saying. I don't know how true that is, but I'm enjoying this. Let's go get reading. I'm on page 119 of Quicksilver, and so far what has happened is our main character, Saris, she was actually like very near death. Like one of the queen's guards stabbed her, and she thought she was going to die. But then suddenly she saw this man appear, and she ends up waking up in a completely foreign place. And it turns out she's in the realm of the fae realm. And she did not think fae existed. She thought they were just like a legend, a myth, and just something that like was a story. But they're real, and she is in their world, and they are currently in the middle of a war with, I forget who they're fighting, but she shows up and she's just like, I need to get back home. I need to save my brother and my friends. And basically that is what has happened. They've been talking like they think she's an alchemist, and like, I don't know what that means yet. She doesn't really either. And I'm excited to continue reading, so let's go do just that. I read quite a bit of Quicksilver today. I'm on page 253, and I am obsessed with this book. Kingfisher, the main male character, like the love interest, is a new book boyfriend for sure, at least so far. But I love the banter between him and our main character, Saris. And he is just so much of a jerk to her, but like he's really nice to everyone else. And their scenes are just so incredible. And he is just, I love him, and I love this book, and I'm just so excited to continue reading. Let's go do just that. I'm on page 373, and this book, my baby. There was a spicy scene, and oh my god, it was so hot. I loved it. And there's also this, like, we found out that all the fae have to like when they turn, I forget what age, like 21, 23, they have to take like a blood oath to always be honest and never lie. And so it's assuming that like everything that Kingfisher says is the truth. But I have a theory. It's just a theory. He never took that oath because he says he hates her. And I just don't think that's true. But that's just my theory, and I am going to go continue reading. I finished Quicksilver. I gave this book 5 stars. I loved it so much, and I need the next book. I don't know when it's coming out. I think it's going to be a while, but I am obsessed. The ending did not go how I thought it would, and I didn't love the ending, but I didn't dislike it either. It was just kind of okay, but the whole book overall, fantastic. I am in love with this book, in love with this man. And everyone go read this book. So good. And the next book I'm going to read is going to be a dark romance, and that is Phantom by Greer Rivers. This is book 1 in the Tattered Curtain series. It is a Phantom of the Opera retelling in modern day, and it's a dark romance. That's really all I know about it. That's what I know. So I am excited to read this. I've heard amazing reviews from a few people that I follow, and I'm excited to give it a read. I'm on page 35 of Phantom. So far, what has happened is we've met our main characters. Our main female character, Scarlet, she suffers from bipolar disorder, but she is the understudy for an opera singer, and she just had her big performance. And our main male character was instantly attracted to her and wanted her, even though he knew he couldn't, because there's 2 sides, I think, of the city, and the certain group own one side and the other group own the other. I don't know, I'm a little confused, but he really likes her, and that is what has happened so far. Well, he lusts for her. He doesn't know her at all. He's just heard her sing and seen her. But I really enjoy this book. I'm loving the writing style. It is so good. And I'm really intrigued to see where this goes. So let's go continue reading. I'm on page 191, and I am loving this book so much. So what has happened is she has found out that he is real. She had been getting letters from him and hearing music through the vents of her room, and she thought she was imagining it because she has been known to have auditory hallucinations, and so she was thinking it was all in her head. But it turns out he is real, and she just found out his true identity, and she doesn't know why he wears a mask all the time yet, but she did find out because she took too many of her medication, took too much, and then he had to help her because she needed a doctor, and so he got his family doctor to come down to the basement of the building where he lives, which is not a spoiler if you know the story of Phantom of the Opera. And he, helped her, and she realized that he has been watching her and stalking her for years and knows everything about her, but she's kind of turned on by him. And that is what I've read so far, and I'm really enjoying it. Let's go continue reading. I finished Phantom by Greer Rivers, and I gave it 5 stars. This book was so good. It is dark, so check triggers, but I didn't find it too dark, but obviously that's just me, and everyone has a different level of darkness that they can handle and want to read. But I really enjoyed this book. The main characters were so incredible, and their chemistry was so intense, and just loved that book so much. And the last book we are going to be reading in this video is actually a romantic suspense book, and that is Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. This one I know nothing about except that it is romantic suspense, and I think it's kind of a western-y, maybe. And that is really all I know. It is the first book in a series, and I love this cover, and I'm excited to dive right on in, so let's do that. I've started Bourbon and Lies. I'm on page 88, and so far I'm not loving it. It's good, but I'm not loving it as much as everyone else seems to. So for what has happened is, in the past, our main male character witnessed someone he was dating, and she was murdered. And so now it is, I don't know how much time has passed since then, but our main female character, she ends up having to stay at this, at his brother's place because a government agent comes and takes her there. We don't know what happened to her to make this situation needed, but her and our main two characters, they kind of start off with like on the wrong foot, and he mistakes her for just being some woman that his brother is sleeping with. And then he finds out that she is there to stay, and they have really good banter and flirting, but I don't know, the writing isn't anything too special, and I like when the characters are in the scene together. There was also a scene with the main male character, his nieces, and the main female character, and that scene was so sweet. But overall good, but not grabbing my attention as much as I'd hoped. And that is my update. I'm on page 163 and I'm liking it, but I'm just not wanting to pick it up. I don't know why. I love our main female character. Our main male character, he's okay. And they definitely have chemistry. And I don't know what I'm not vibing with about this book, but I like it. Like, I'm thinking maybe like a 3.54 star at the moment. But I'm just, like, when I read it, it's good. I enjoy it. But I'm not wanting to pick it up. Like, I read a couple chapters, put it down, and it takes a lot of effort for me to pick it back up. And I don't know why. I'm really, really disappointed. I thought this book was going to be a 5-star, and it's just not looking that way. But let's go continue reading. I finished Bourbon and Lies, and this book was so hard to get through for me, and I hate saying this, but I would not recommend this book, and I know a lot of people love it, but it was not for me. It was just, I'm glad it's over, and I feel horrible saying that, but I'm glad it's over. I give this book 3 stars because it's not horrible. Like, it's not bad, but it's definitely not good. It was just so long and slow, and I gave it 3 because there were some parts I liked. I was really debating between a 2.5 and a 3, and I ended up going with a 3. I'm still not confident in that decision, but that's what I went with, and I'm going to stick to it. But yeah, I did not enjoy this book, unfortunately, and that is going to end this video. If you made it this far, please leave a red heart, because these were all romance books. And before you go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.